Beauty, brains, mogul, mom, but one thing that she is a total sweetheart. I'm so happy to have her here, the one and only Alexis Skyy.
It makes me look like I'm crazy, but and then I was like, slow down, you're pregnant. I never was in a relationship with my child's father. We had a one-night stand. I was out in LA wilding. My daughter is a gangster. My mother's Alexis Skyy.
Relationships, man or woman?
No.
Let people know what goes on behind the scenes that's really involved when it comes to these storylines. I'm so excited for you guys to get to know me a little bit more and get to learn some more things about some of my favorite people in my life, industry insiders, because there is always more to the story. I'm Rocsi Diaz, and welcome to More to the Story. Beauty, brains, mogul, mom, beautiful. You can name tons and tons of things to describe this woman, but one thing that she is a total sweetheart that shows up for her friends. I'm so happy to have her here, the one and only Alexis Skyy.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hi, thanks for coming. You showed up.
I did.
You did.
I made no excuses.
I was like,
I had no makeup appointment. I made sure I came. I'm not gonna do that to my girl.
I was like, oh Lord. I was like, I understand, because you've had a hell of a week.
No, I did.
But you showed up, and I appreciate that about you.
Welcome.
Girl, I don't know how you do it. And you're still here. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Does that get in the way from people like really having misconceptions about you, your beauty, and what they see on Instagram or social media?
Yeah,
all in
I mean,
general?
people just judge me and they don't really know me. And then when they get to know me, like, oh my God, you're so sweet. You're this, like, but that's how the world is. You can't really like control people judging because that's what everybody does every day.
What do you think at the end of the day? Do you blame the reality show TV about it, or do you blame social media more?
I don't really blame anything. I feel like if you kind of know what you're signing up for. Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of got to that point in my life because it's like, you know, if you're in the limelight, what comes with it? You know, can't really blame TV or Instagram because you have a choice to be in the limelight or not. Some people are like dying for the fame and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, I knew from younger I was gonna be famous because I manifested it into my life. Like I told my teacher, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be on TV, and it happened. But I wanted this life, so now I gotta kind of deal with what's coming with it. So it's really not for the weak.
At what age did you even know about manifestation? How did you even learn about manifestation?
I always spoke things into my life. Like, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be a movie star, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, and then it just gradually happened, like 10. Mm-hmm. But I always wanted to be center of attention. Like, whenever we had family functions, I took the karaoke mic, I was singing, so I always knew.
Tell me what it was like for you growing up.
I come from a Caribbean family.
Which I absolutely love. So who throws down in your house? Your
My
mom?
grandma.
Your grandma?
Yeah. So I'm half European, half Jamaican, but I grew up on like the Jamaican side of my family. My mom, I'm the only girl out of all boys, so I was a little feisty. I just was very determined. Like, they wanted to control, because like coming from a Caribbean background, they control the narrative with the women, and I was like, no. So I went left, so I was like the black sheep. And I kind of just did my own thing. Like, I left home early and just kind of just became my own person.
When you think about it too, it's because like most of the times traditionally you stay at home, you stay amongst the family. How did that affect you?
It affected me a lot. Just some of the decisions, the environments I was in, that I ended up in. Because I feel like if I was at home, I probably would have did the whole like traditional college, and because all the women in my family are nurses and in the medical field, and I kind of went the opposite way. So
what was that dynamic like when you were like at home and your mom and that? Was it ever like you felt like you disappointed them until you got successful?
Yeah, I knew I disappointed them, but I knew that I wasn't gonna stop till I got where I wanted to get to. So I knew they weren't gonna say anything at that point.
And you can't really be mad at. Do they ever get mad at what you post or what they see?
My mom doesn't have Instagram because she used to, so she just deleted the app.
Did she delete it because of you?
I mean, she won't say that. She's like, I don't want to see social media, but she works in the medical field. They all know me. So I understand that because it might be something negative, and then it's like, okay, she's walking into work and they're probably looking at her like, so I don't take that into offense because I'm still your daughter, but it's like, I get it. You're like, I got to work here. You don't want to deal with that.
I always said that I chose to be in front of the camera. My family didn't.
Right.
Is that kind of how you handle it with your family as well?
Yeah, they don't, like my mom, they're not into any of this stuff. Like if I ask them to come on a show and stuff, they're like, no. They don't want no parts.
But do you see how the social media and anytime you post your daughter, it doesn't affect her? She's still too young to realize it, but does it affect you when you see the comments?
I stopped reading it. I used to. I don't really post her as much. She does have her own page. Like, my daughter has 100,000 followers. She has her own little Instagram. She's a star herself. Like, they love her more than they love me. So don't get me wrong. Lele has writers for her that's gonna come. Like, her cyber aunties, they come in. So there, of course, is always gonna be somebody in the comments is gonna be negative. So I had to realize that, like, who are you? Like, you're talking about a kid. So if I really sit there and read like that type of stuff, it will mentally make you go crazy. So, but I also just be mindful of posting her because I don't want her to grow up and things on the internet you can't delete. So I don't want her to grow up like, you know, my mom posted me and these people were talking about me. So I just try to be very mindful of the things like I do post of her. Like, I want to start her own YouTube channel, which I am going to do because I want her to be comfortable. She's normal. She's just like everybody else. She's literally a warrior. All the stuff the doctors said about her that she wasn't going to do, she overcame, she beat. So she needs to see that, like, you started here and look at how you've grown and you're fighting all the odds. And yeah, she's about to be 7. She's talking, walking. She's smart. She wants to be a singer, she said. So that one right there is too much.
She gives you strength.
Yes, that is my strength. Without her, she's my strength for sure.
Does having a daughter make you move differently?
Yeah, for sure. Before I had my daughter, I was out in LA wilding. Girl, I was in LA wilding, so I feel like I had her in LA. God wanted me out of LA for a while.
Right. And
I was in all the parties, I was waking up, like, where am I? Like, no. But I was like 20, 21, 22, but that was my dream, to be out there, got on TV, like I was living the dream I wanted, and then God was like, slow down, you're pregnant, and I'm like, and I never wanted to have kids. Like, I always wanted to be the person that just traveled and didn't have kids.
How are you going to feel, or how are you going to explain to her the confusion at the beginning and when she's able to start reading the headlines and understand? Have you guys had that conversation?
No, I think she's still too young to understand. She likes the excitement. Like, when I'm on live, she wants to just take the fun. Like, she likes it, but she doesn't really understand. So once she gets to a point, I'm going to sit down with her and be like, this is your mom. This is who I am. But she's like, my mother's Alexis Skyy. So I think she's starting to realize and understand, but I'll sit with her when I feel like the time is right. And I'm like, okay, this is mommy. This is my job. This is the stuff that I deal with.
This is what happened.
This is what happened, and this is it, you know?
I'm so personal. Like, I try to be as personal as possible. I'm just private. I'm sorry, I'm saying personal. I'm private.
Right.
I couldn't even imagine being you. You share a lot. There's a lot out there.
Yeah.
How do you even navigate with the false rumors, and then the truths that come out?
Well, I started off not being private. I'm private now. Like, I don't speak because I learned the power of privacy. But that came with growth and me getting older. When I was younger and I first got into the industry, I felt like everything that I did, I needed to expose because it was gonna make me more popular or more this. And I started to realize, like, no, I'm allowing people into my business and I'm giving somebody something to talk about, you know? So now I'm the creator and the director of my story, so I put what I want to put out there. So anything somebody's putting out there, you gotta literally catch me doing it. Because if you didn't catch me, I don't know what you're talking about. If you say I'm dating this guy, well, I need to see proof. And even if I'm sitting next to the guy, oh, that's my friend.
But that comes with
But
being...
the old me, I would have been like recording it myself. You know what I mean? So I just learned, like, I'm 30 now. Like, I like peace. I like to wake up. I don't want to wake up scared like I'm on the shade room today. I used to be like, oh my God. Especially over a drunk night. So now I wake up, I don't be worried about the vlogs because I don't be doing nothing.
So when you look at your 20s, like you said, you're 30 now, so you're still so young, and you still got a long way to go.
No, my 20s was the most, like, craziest.
Would you say it was your whole face?
Yes.
Which I think every woman is allowed. Yeah. At the end of the day, everybody is allowed.
I would say it was. I was doing what I wanted. I was having my way. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was in my bag. I was having my way, and I'm still having my way. I'm just more, like, private about it. Like, you just won't really know what I got going on. I might be somewhere in Antarctica with somebody. I might be in Africa. I might be here. I'm private.
Do you think that the love and hip hop of it all, at the end of the day, was it a blessing or a curse for you?
It was a blessing. It was a blessing. I think that the narrative of me on the show could have been better, but it was a blessing. I just feel like that's just what comes with it. Like I said, once you sign that paper, you got to know what you're facing. And people will, like, make a circus out of you sometimes. And it's up to you to kind of, like, all right, I'm gonna be playing the circus or I'm gonna just pretend, you know?
Let people know what goes on behind the scenes that's really involved when it comes to these storylines.
Most of them be for like, they're not fake. I mean, of course they add things to stir stuff up, but a lot of it just be like, all right, you were saying this about this person, and then you'll be in a room with a whole other person, like, well, this person said this, and then you're in the room with this person. Well, you was just in my face, so it just be a whole shit show.
And a lot of alcohol involved behind the scenes too.
Oh yeah, yes. Before any scene, I was drunk. Not really drunk like that, but just lit.
What's your relationship with alcohol now?
It's there. It's there.
More mindful, more demure.
Very demure. I don't. I used to be a drinker I used to drink to solve my problems. Now I'm like a social drinker. So now I know how to like, all right, I know I'm not in the mood. Let me not go out and go have a drink to like solve my issues.
That says a lot that you were turning to alcohol to solve your problems.
No, I was.
What were you numbing?
At that moment, whatever I was dealing with. So when I drink, it was just like, cause I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. So it's like, let me just drink.
Mm-hmm. What were those things you were numbing?
All type of stuff.
Like?
Relationships, career stuff, I mean, that was it.
What was the relationship that really, really made you grow up?
Fetty. Yeah, I was with him for 4 years.
What's the relationship with Fetty right now?
I know he's.
Yeah. But do you guys still have communication?
Mm-hmm. We're friends.
Mm-hmm. That's a hard one.
Yeah, we're friends. I'll always be his friend because he changed my life, and I will never forget that. Despite anything he's ever done, people grow, but I won't never forget the good somebody's done in my life because I probably still would be. I wouldn't say I would be there still, but I used to dance and stuff, so he took me out of that lifestyle, and I was able to create who Alexis Skyy was, and I had, he had his platform. He opened that door for me to be on that platform with him because nobody knew who I was before that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I took it and I capitalized off of who I was, and I kept going and kept going and kept building my brand. So I'll never forget what he did for me.
What is y'all relationship? What are even the conversations like now? Now that
he's in my daughter's life. Like, of course, everybody knows he's not her biological father, but he is present. He's there all the time.
That must have been one of the hardest things you've had to face.
With him?
Not with him, in general. That's like literally a Maury show topic. Like you literally were a Maury show.
Like I never spoke on it for real because it's not nobody. I feel like it wasn't for me to explain. I feel like I'm not the only woman that's ever went through that.
No.
And I feel like at the time I was very young and I was with Fetty for 4 years. So I feel like I decided to step out the one time, and it's like I never really told people, like, I never was in a relationship with my child's father. We had a one-night stand and we used protection. I don't know how this happened. Mm-hmm. So imagine that happening and then you went back. I went back to the person I love, not knowing I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant for 2 months. So imagine being with somebody back in 2 months. I'm not thinking about the person I stayed with for one night. And I was very honest with Fetty at the time, like, did you sleep with somebody? And I told him. So that's why he's still present, because he knew like what he did to like lead me there. So I'm not saying I blame him because my daughter is a blessing, but it's like he knew I wanted a kid with him and he was having babies on me back to back to back to back to back. So, but maybe God didn't really want that for me at that time, so.
I think that what happens a lot, especially with social media, is we're so quick to cast that first stone.
Of course, and he knew. The thing is, like, I'm on a reality show, so certain things I can't speak on, but trust me, he knew before anybody else that he was not her father. He was there at the hospital, like, he was there when she turned 6 months. We both sat down and had face-to-face conversation, which the world didn't know about because they didn't need to know. But as long as I knew what was going on and he knew, then they wanted to create a story like, oh, you lied about I didn't lie. I just didn't know. And that's something I'm going to be a woman enough to, like, own up to. I did not know. So.
How would you explain that to your daughter when she's old enough to understand?
She knows now. Yeah, she knows, like, that Fetty is not her real dad. She knows who her real dad is, but she loves him.
But that must have been hard for her.
No. My daughter is a gangster.
My daughter's a gangster. No. She knows how to handle these things.
Yeah, I raised her to be strong. So I'm not gonna ever let her, no.
So what do relationships look like for you now? Listen, I understand, because you're either you sit next to somebody, automatically you're sleeping with them.
Yeah.
Social media grabs it. They want to attach you to every single person that you may even breathe on, you know. But that makes it challenging for you to want to live this private lifestyle that you're trying to live right now. Even though you're island hopping, we see you on vacations.
Yeah, I'm living, it's very private, very demure, but I'm just in a weird phase right now. I don't know I'm just going with the flow. Like, I don't really know what it is, but I'm enjoying it. I'm happy. You're saying
you're going with the flow when it comes to relationships, man or woman?
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah.
Dabbling.
Yeah, I'm just having fun.
But you've always kind of been open-minded when it came to that.
I'm open-minded for sure.
So when it comes to, listen, I'm one bad relationship away from flipping sides. I just feel like I'm over these dudes, right?
So that's what it is for me.
Okay.
Like, I've been through so much traumatic trauma with men that, like, I'm just like, I can't. I need a break. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. As I said, it's like, I'm going to just take it day by day and just see where it goes.
What do you want for your relationship? What would the perfect relationship for you look like?
I want marriage. I want a family. I do want to have one more kid. I want a son, and I want stability. Stability is the most important thing in life. Like, without stability, I cannot focus. You know, I want to continue building my career. I just opened up a new business. I have a daughter to raise. She also needs somebody there because her father isn't present. So it's just me and her. So whoever comes in my life, we're a package. So whoever's there gotta, step up, because you can't date me and then not be with my daughter.
Mm-hmm. How do you treat that though? Do you bring people around your daughter?
I'm very mindful. Like, just because I'm talking to somebody doesn't mean they're coming around my kid. So I give it a few times and I'm like, okay, and then I'll let you around.
How long do you wait till you know that a relationship is serious? For me, I have a 6-month rule, whether I know this is really gonna go somewhere or not.
I'm gonna give you 60 days.
60 days?
Yes.
You can't even really get to know somebody in 60 days.
I see right through people. I'm a Cancer. I pick up real fast. That's not for me. And I love you today, and I won't love you tomorrow.
Well, then is it really love then?
No, it is, because I've loved people, but I get so turned off that I know it got to a point where, like, you have to really know your worth. Like, you become so tired of all of the bullshit and the stuff that you were allowing that you'll finally just be like, my patience, like, is like this. With anything. So it's like friends, relationships, family, you gotta go. Like, I'm cleaning house. Like, if you do something that I feel like is disrespectful and I'm to the point where it's like, this is one red flag, you gotta go. Because if they do it once, they're gonna keep doing it. And I was allowing those mistakes in my past, and that's why, like, I'm where I'm at now.
What was the defining moment for you to know and realize, this is my worth, this is who I am, I'm not gonna put up with this shit anymore?
I think we'll say, like, cheating and the mind games, and I feel like men are never really satisfied. You could be the most prettiest woman, beautiful, you could have whatever, they're still never satisfied. So I just realized, like, okay, well, if you think that I'm not good enough, then bye. I'm not waiting around. That's where I got with it. Cause I used to start thinking things was wrong with me. And I'm like, actually, there is something wrong with me. I need to stop allowing people to treat me like I'm not worthy. Because there's somebody that will. When you always, like, sit down and think, just because they're not doing it, somebody else will. And once I got that through my head, okay, bye.
What's the most scandalous way you found out a dude was cheating? Or what's the most scandalous thing that has ever happened? Maybe not even on camera, something that we didn't know about, that you found out this dude was just down bad.
See, I'm crazy, so
I feel like you come with a warning label.
Yeah, I'm crazy. You're gonna have to, like, they have.
What's the boundaries? Go for it.
I'm gonna say one of the craziest stories. I would say, I don't know. Ain't no dude never really take it that far. Like, I just knew. I knew. Nobody ever disrespected me in my face because I just knew. Like, cause I pay attention to patterns. So I'm very smart and I'm not stupid. So
what are the patterns that guys don't realize they break?
Okay, the time you call me, the like, as much as I see you, like, especially if it's long distance, all right. Especially if you're dealing with somebody that's in, like, an athlete or something like that, or, like, you know what time they're coming off practice. I will sleep. Yeah, okay. And I'll sit there and play along with you. I'm gonna keep playing, and I know what's up. So yeah, I'm gonna beat you to your game.
So at this point in your life, what are you tired of? Like, we all say we have types, right? The athletes, The rappers.
I'm not into that.
The people in the entertainment business.
If you caught me like 6 years ago, maybe. Right now, I'm like, I feel like right now they're more at my neck than anything because I think I'm more like mature. But I just be like, I'll think about it. I'm like, Alexis, don't do it. Because it's like, they're not mature enough for me. Like, no, the maturity level is not there. I definitely would never talk to a rapper. Like, that's not for me at all. Not going to no shows. I'm not dealing with I'm not doing it. So, athlete, whores. You know what I'm saying? That's just one word. They're whores. I mean, you got to get the ones that's already seasoned because they're already married and engaged. And some of them be, playing off too. So, nowadays, especially think about it, a new contract. You think you're about to settle down with one woman? No. I just been through too much that you can't fool me.
So, if you could build a bear, you're a perfect, ideal
man
or woman. Start with characteristics first.
I just want somebody that's real, that doesn't lie, that has ambition. As far as looks, I never really had like a type. Like I fall in love with people's soul, not like looks, because I've dated some ugly guys before, and I'm like, and I'll look back and be like, ugh. But there had to be something, or it had to be the money.
I think that when you're not aesthetically pleasing, there's some swag.
No, it's the pockets.
I'm trying not to sound like a gold digger though.
I mean, I don't call it, and I hate that word because nobody's a gold digger in my world. Like a woman can never be a gold digger. Like we had to set the standards of what we want. Like, what do you think this is? Like, especially if you have your own. Now, if you don't have nothing and you don't bring nothing to the table, but baby, this is my table. I bought this table. What you gonna put on it? That's how I look at it. So I'm not a gold digger. I'm just not dealing with nobody that don't got nothing. I don't got time to build a bear. I'm not coming to stuff you. I'm not putting nothing in there. I'm not putting your clothes on. I'm not doing that. You better come with everything, and you add to me, I add to you. So don't get it wrong. Like, if somebody's coming correct, I'm going to do the same on the other side. Like,
but he has nothing to bring to the table, but
nothing.
Has fire D.
Not happening. At all. At all. For sure, not happening. I wouldn't even know if it's fire because I won't even get there.
I love it. It's no denying you're a beautiful woman. I mean, every time I see you on Instagram, I'm like, damn, Alexis, like, make it hard to compete, girl. I'm like, I need a 5. I'm gonna call the surgeon. I'm gonna do all the things. You stay in the gym. You emphasize your beauty.
Thank you.
And of course, where people are always talking about body positivity, you show it out there, bra and panties. You do have a young daughter. Do you try to shy it away from her, or what if she decided to kind of follow your path?
This is who I've been. So I've been like kind of like Alexis Skyy. I'm known for being like a sexy influencer. I don't want to say sex symbol, but that's kind of like what it's been. So I'm comfortable with it as far as that. But like as far as her seeing that, it's not like I'm like doing porn or butt naked, but I think once I sit down and have that talk with her, like, this is mommy's job. I get paid to wear lingerie, or I get paid for, Fashion Nova, or this Faja company is paying me. So I do have to show. So I will explain those things to her. And she'll absolutely not be following my footsteps at all. Like, I will never let her follow my footsteps.
When you see the comments of people like trying to be like, well, you have a daughter, and how can you dress this way? And you're a mom. What are some of the first thoughts that just...
I'm going to be a bad bitch, a mom, and a businesswoman. Nobody's going to stop me from that. I'm going to walk in the room. I don't care. And I will have my daughter right there while I'm doing a photo shoot. But I'm going to let her know, like, this is the life that I had to create. Doesn't mean that this is the path for you. And I'm going to make sure, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, so I can make sure my daughter's life is set up where she don't have to do anything, but just be a kid and live off of what I did for her,
If you couldn't count on your beauty to get you by, I mean, you got your brains, but if you couldn't count on your beauty, which is your moneymaker, respectfully, to get you by, what do you think you would be doing? How would your world be different?
I would have been in college. I would have went to college. I would have been a nurse, like my mom and my grandma. I would have been in the medical field. But like I said, I already knew that wasn't for me, so no.
You're already venturing on to new things. You just recently cut the ribbon to a fabulous new business venture that you have. Tell me more about it.
So I've had a few businesses before. I will say that I was that person that just always wanted my money to keep growing. So I was just investing into stuff and it just wasn't making sense. And I really didn't have the time for a business, but I just was like, okay, I know I can't be a bad bitch I'm always gonna be beautiful, get me wrong. But there's always a new girl that turns 18. So I just like, how much longer am I gonna be hosting and things like that? So I'm like, let me take this money and invest into something. So I had a salon, I had a recovery house, but none of these things were really my passion. So I was never physically or mentally there. I'll pop in, pop out. So I got to the point where like, oh my God, I don't have an Emmy. I don't know what I want to do. I just had to sit and pray on it. And I just had to think of something that really is needed in today's world and something that I lacked, which was credit and taxes. And I was in the process of buying a home and nobody taught me financial literacy. Nobody taught me that you needed to file taxes or you needed to have good credit. So when I'm not getting approved for this, or when I was trying to close on a house and then it flipped back and I had to pretty much the, what do you call it?
The pre-approval?
No, on closing day, they basically went back up on the price because I was on a different type of closing deal because of my taxes. And so you understand, I'm making hosting money. I don't work a 9 to 5. So nobody's telling me, oh, go and pay it. And so I'm like, you know what? Where I came from, I need to go back to where I came from and help these girls that's dancing, help these people that look up to me really understand that these are the 2 most important things that you need in life.
So tell me if you could describe Rich Wealth Firm to me. Because I looked online, I'm like, is it a cafe? Is it a hangout spot?
No, yes, I'm getting
What's going on?
So basically my partner, she does credit, and I decided to create a tax company for women. And we pretty much have a co-working space. So we do the services, but you can come in, we have memberships, you could think about Starbucks, but just more of like a aesthetic place. You can come in, be on your computer, and then we have tax consultants and we have credit consultants. We do LLC startups, we have a marketing agency. So we're like a one-stop shop that pretty much gets you all the way together. And the reason why I did that is because I don't have to physically be there every day. I can work remotely. I have a team of women that are gonna be doing taxes. I don't gotta be sitting there doing taxes. I have a group of women that I'm gonna train. I got my credit girls, I got my LLC girls. I could be somewhere in Africa, I could be in Mexico, and my money's gonna still be being made.
Passive income.
Exactly.
Which you gotta love.
Passive income.
I love that.
So yeah, and we're doing it for the community, so yeah.
How do you market that? Do you go into your old dance clubs and you're hey ladies?
That's what I'm about to do. So I'm about to have like a day where I go to the strip club and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna have a table set up, get your credit fixed, let me do your taxes, boom, 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 and then just build the trust. And then not only that, I wanna actually get to like athletes and use my name and actually start doing, my tax company is doing, I don't even know, a basketball player or a football player, like, you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play a little game with you. Kind of like, what is it? Marry, date, kill. Similar to, but we got some scenarios that are really close to you. So you ready?
No.
We're gonna call this one Credible, Crazy, Crap, the triple C. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, or TMZ. Which one is credible, which one is crazy, and which one is crap?
Credible, I would say TMZ. Crazy, Shade Room. And you said crap?
Uh-huh.
What was that one?
Hollywood Unlocked.
Hollywood Unlocked, yeah.
Sorry, Jason Lee. On that one, all right.
Sorry, Jason, that was it. Wait, let me switch it. I would say crap for TMZ, credible, Hollywood Unlocked, and
okay.
Crazy, Shade Room.
Okay.
Yeah, because TMZ be on the bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same rules. Credible, crazy, crap. Boosie, Plies, or Kodak Black?
Crazy, Boosie. Credible. Kodak. And then I guess crap Plies. I haven't seen Plies in a while. So.
Oh damn, he's like one of my favorite people to follow.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. Like I don't know if I follow him, but
cancel, change during commercial break, or binge. Ready? Zeus, BET, VH1.
Oh my God. Lord. I wouldn't say, okay, say it again.
Cancel, like cancel your subscription. Commercial break, click to the next thing. Or binge watch, keep the TV on, we'll stay up all night. Zeus, BET, VH1.
I think Zeus would be like binge for right now because they're like kind of taking over right now with the, you know. Cancel is hard. I don't want to cancel any of them. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't cancel any of them. And then I was on VH1, BET. Can't really say that because they have some good shows and I would love to work with them one day, so I don't want to say that either.
Okay.
So that was a little hard one.
You want me to throw another one in there for you? Food Network.
Okay, cancel. Cancel.
All right. Pass down, classic, staying in the closet, one-time wear. Fashion Nova, Dior, Zara.
Classic, Dior. Fashion Nova, one-time wear. And I got it. Well, like I have a deal with them, but I love their stuff, but I wear it once and then I can't wear it no more because it's like I already posted it, so bye. And what was the last one?
Zara.
Zara, get rid of.
Okay, pass it down.
Zara got the pieces, but
Zara got pieces.
they do, but it just be like too pricey. Like for what? They be trying to overtax in Zara, like $80 for a jacket. No.
Because you're so used to the Fashion Nova prices that when you go looking at Zara prices, you're like.
But they literally have some of the, well, I won't even compare the two, never mind.
All right.
They do got some of the similar stuff, but Zara got, you know.
What is next for Alexis? I mean, you have your Rich Wealth firm now. We see you always traveling and hosting different events. I definitely cannot shake my ass, twerk, or move like you. I've been waiting for like the workout class or the tutorial. One day, gonna get it. But what is next for you?
So right now I'm actually working on my own show, Falling for Sky. I am about to get into acting, so I want to get into movies and just continue my business, and I just want to travel. I might be moving to Dubai soon. Yeah.
What do you mean moving to Dubai?
Once I get my, moving, I don't want to live in America no more.
What is that decision for?
I just want to change. I want a new environment. There's a lot of opportunities out there. And like I said, once I build my business to where I need it to get to, within the next 6 months, I'm gonna make the decision to live there.
Why Dubai?
I fell in love with it. I love it.
That's a whole different lifestyle, a whole different culture.
And I'm ready for it. I love it there. I really love it there. And just everything.
Do you think that it's easier for you to say, I don't need to live in the United States, being that you're such a world traveler, plus your parents grew up in Jamaica?
Yeah, I travel a lot. So it's I never wanted to really live in America anyway. It's either I go back to Jamaica, build a house, but I'm also thinking about my daughter, education stuff. So I've been doing my research in Dubai. They have good school systems. They have great nannies. Everything is good there. It's peaceful. It's not you can leave your watch right there. I don't gotta worry about nothing. It's a lot of opportunities. A lot of financial opportunities out there, and I'm already I have my platform. People know me there, so it wouldn't be hard for me to go and now create something in Dubai.
Let me find out you got some sheikh out there, or some prince or Saudi prince out there.
I know them. Yeah.
That's trying to get you over there.
No. If anything, they'll just be buying the house.
I cannot.
Just
when I grow up, I'm going to be Alexis Skyy. Falling for Alexis Skyy. Falling for Sky. Tell me more about this.
Falling for Sky is, I'm 30 and I'm at a point where I'm looking for love, and I don't want to say looking, but I'm ready to just settle down and, guys, girls, whatever.
So how many people are in this cast?
It'll be 10 girls, 10 guys.
And when are we going to see this?
In the next 2-3 weeks.
Oh, coming soon.
Yeah.
Coming really soon.
Go to that meeting next, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll look out for that, and good luck with love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sitting with me, Mama.